Once again, you in this thing with the Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. You know how we do it. You know we gotta show love to all these motherfuckers. You here with the good old Velvet Juggernaut in this thing.
You know what's the motherfucking Juggernaut?
I'm in this thing, but I wonder who's here with me. That's right, the one, the only, Lanopoly. What's good with you, young lady? How you doing today?
I'm good. It's sunny outside. It's too hot. You know, it's Texas, but it's still sunny. I'll take it.
You take it? We're dealing with it? We're in here. We're about to do something lovely. You already know the Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. We always are making sure that we're hollering in our group. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Velvet Vibes. If you're following us on Facebook, we're Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. Make sure to holler at us. I'm going to go ahead and see our top 5 comments of the week, because you know y'all always have us laughing on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. So we appreciate y'all. Top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. No, that was required. We seen some funny shit this week. And I'm going to start right off from the bottom, but now we're here. Here at number 5, we had Mr. Kev Brown here on our Facebook group that we was talking about, you know, if a dude gets so drunk, if you out with your lady and you get so drunk that she has to take care of you basically, and she has to throw you, this lady on this video, make sure to follow our group and you'll see, she threw the dude, her boyfriend, over her shoulder and carried him out of the vehicle, and looked like they were going upstairs to upstairs apartment, right?
I think so.
Oh my God.
At least she had to open a door. At least so.
Yeah.
A couple doors.
So she hit him with the WWE status, picked him up, but Mr. Kev Brown wasn't fond of that. And Mr. Kev Brown stepped right in the group and he said, "Yo, if your girl can throw you over her shoulder like a rag doll, you need to rethink what's going on in your life." Mr. Brown, I could definitely agree. First,
Has that ever happened to you?
Hell no. If I'm with my girl, 1, I'm not going to be getting that drunk. So I can feel you there. That's something, somebody else said this too. Like, you go do that with your boys. Don't go with your girl and, you know, and get slammed.
Drunker than her.
Yeah.
Her to be able to lift you over her shoulder and still walk. And you passed out.
Yeah. And who's going to care for her? I'll even fake it. I'll go as far as to, if I feel like I'm getting that drunk and I know she is, I'll just be like, let me just tone it down a little bit. Cause I'm getting there and she getting there. I should be able to throw her over my shoulder. Not say, babe, don't throw me over my shoulder. This man couldn't even say that. He just got tossed over over her shoulder and she carried him. So that speaks a lot. We definitely appreciate the comment, Mr. Kev Brown. We're gonna have to drop a bomb already. No fucking games. We ain't getting carried over here. Juggernaut don't do that. You know how we do it. Then, Mr. David Jones, a popular man in the group. We're talking about, what is this? About these, oh, the rejection. So we're talking about, do men not take rejection well? David Jones said, I think it's ladies that don't handle rejection well. Probably because they have been either put on an imaginary pedestal by so many other desperate men that they believe everything they hear, or they don't want to believe anyone with a different opinion. They can either fall off that pedestal now or get pushed off by someone they don't even know. Bottom line, keep your feet on the ground. What did you get from this?
Pushed off.
And he's
gonna knock you straight off the pedestal. Wow.
I take it Mr. Jones is not fond of these ladies being on this pedestal.
Yeah, I think he's sick of seeing it. It's too much.
Mr. Jones, if you're helping the ladies off the pedestal, just please grab them by the hand and softly walk them right down.
Can't you just escort them off? Or you like, I'm just gonna knock you off of it. Like,
I see you're on this pedestal. Give me your hand. Just follow me. There you go. Keep your feet on the ground. I know. I didn't want to put you here. David Jones said to put you here. We're just following instructions. But
you was tired of it like that princess off of Mario where she just be floating. It's like, y'all don't need to be floating around here.
Yeah, have a seat, damn it. I think that came from a little aggression. David Jones has seen these ladies on the pedestal and he wants them to come down. They're coming down. Not to mention, I'm gonna give you a bomb, damn it. A gentleman by the name of Mike D was talking about struggle meals. And when I saw a lot of funny stuff. I saw spam fajitas in there. Shout out to Darrell. I saw all kinds of... I even put in there about the limousine hamburgers. You've had limousine hamburgers before, right?
It's weird, but I haven't shaped the patty into a hot dog shape. But I've just made the regular burger, then cut it in half, and then put it on the bun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
On the hot dog bun.
I guess I'm a little more ghetto.
Yeah, I've never shaped it. It just seems like it would taste different.
If y'all wonder what a limousine hamburger is, you basically you only have hot dog buns, but you have hamburger meat. So you take the ground beef and form it into shape of a hot dog. It's an elongated hamburger. I call it the limousine hamburger. You dress it the same. It's struggle meals.
I just feel like once you shape it like a hot dog, you change the flavor of the hamburger. Like
now you need more relish.
Yeah, I have to make it a flat circle patty.
Oh my god!
And then cut it to fit onto the bun, and then everything is fine. But
you one of those psychological eaters.
So.
You're like something about this. You might even hold it like a hot dog, wouldn't you? Because I still hold it like a burger.
Oh wow!
You would probably hold it like a hot dog and eat it from the what is that? Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh
That's so... But
have you ever put sloppy Joe on a hot dog bun?
I don't know if I've seen that struggle. You've seen that struggle?
Yeah, I've done it.
Put meatloaf on it, so I guess close enough.
Yeah, I've used hot dog buns for everything too. So. I think I maybe made a taco out of it once, but I didn't know it was a struggle. I just thought it was what you do when you don't have the other stuff.
I got pissed off at fried chicken and made a taco out of that. Fried chicken taco.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck it. I've had enough of this chicken. We're just gonna build something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes.
It's like, I wonder. You just start making stuff one day. Like, it's not even out of a struggle. It's just kind of like, I wonder
what I can do with this.
Yeah.
I did a Jimmy Dean burger one time. I only had breakfast sausage, but when I made it, I was like, do I supposed to put jelly on it or do I supposed to put pickles and cheese?
I've done that before too. It was like a breakfast sandwich, but did you end up putting ketchup on it or you put syrup?
I think I was in both worlds. I put cheese, but I put jelly on the cheese, so it can be a little bit of
that's gross.
A little both. This was in my younger days for all those that have a bad taste in your mouth now.
That's crazy. I would still do that today. Like, I don't see any problem with that. Like, I would go to the store with intentions on making a Jimmy Dean
hamburger.
Yeah, I would have intentions on making it.
Oh my god,
it sounds super good. Like a hamburger bun, a sausage, like a hash brown, and then like some eggs maybe.
Give it up for Lil please. Just made me hungry when I'm not trying to get hungry around here.
Or the squirt of jelly jam. Maybe ketchup instead of those, but yeah.
Catch me at the local IHOP after this, guys. But Mike D said, let me get in the Mike D voice here. These folks thinking they started this no-carb diet? Shoot, I was eating burgers and meat without bread for a while, too. We started this batted-ish. Yeah. He was feeling his Master P vibes right there. So, Mr. Mike D, I gotta agree with you on something too. I think I put this on there. I just found out that there's something wrong with using white bread for burgers. Like, cause I would do it I guess when I was younger, we was doing it because of the struggle, but I didn't know that. I just was like, use white bread on it. But other people have come over to my house or seen me and they're like, oh, you in the struggle, boy. You having hard times. I'm like, well, you get more bread like this, so you make more burgers.
Yeah, I don't even buy hamburger buns anymore. Like, seriously, because I love Texas toast, so everything's Texas toast, you know? It's Texas.
There you go.
So it's just like, back in the day, yeah, that was struggle, because it was just the bread, and then it was the meat, and then maybe you were lucky if you got some ketchup or mustard on that.
Yeah.
And then the ketchup and mustard was seeping through the bread. And then you had the fingerprints on it.
Oh, hey, that's the good part. The fingerprints. Mike D, why you do us this way? Why you make us hungry on this day?
Yeah, why are we talking about food so much?
I think this comment was only a way for us to get our little testimony out and know that what we're really thinking about getting something to eat in this motherfucker. And then, as usual, the cookie lady began to cut the damn fool. Now, we had a post about this old woman that put on her Facebook, I love to take my prescription pills and get some dick.
That was the post?
Yeah. So she wanted to...
Whose grandma is that?
Some of you guys, go get your grandma. Please go get your grandma. I don't know whose grandma it is, but she's out here requesting dick early in the morning when we're trying to get ready for work. But the cookie lady said that she doesn't disagree with this lady. The lady appeared to be, I would say, maybe in her 80s. And she said, she's so old, why waste time? Get to the point already. She said, plus she might come and go at the same time. Well, that's an easy way to get her Uber. She's gonna come and go at the same time. So, matter of fact, for that one, you're not getting a bomb. You're getting one of these. And as Khaled says, another one. But let me tell you about the comment of the motherfucking week. And it was so real, and it was so damn true. We was talking about if a man is in the presence of his woman, and something happens, some kind of altercation happens, and he jumps out there to defend his girlfriend, and then he gets his ass beat. This one-on-one fight, he didn't get jumped. He just was not successful in his attempt at defending his woman. We was talking about how's that conversation gonna go on the way home. Like, is she gonna be like, I'm done with you? Or is she gonna be like, you tried, babe? Or anything of that nature. Mr. Nico Miller. Nico Miller said, you gotta break up with her. Every time y'all fight, she gonna remind your ass, I should have left your ass after that nigga knocked you out. And the bad thing about it, depending on who you're dating, Mr. Miller, this is correct. Even if she says it or not, if you get knocked out, you take a nap in her presence, and she has to get you up off that floor, she's gonna remind you, that nigga knocked you out. You took a nap. You're gonna say, babe, should we go to the movies? She gonna say, oh, babe, do we need to take a blanket just in case your ass get knocked to sleep? Just in case you need to take a little dirt nap. So, but then there's some women. They're gonna say, I should have left your ass after that nigga knocked you out. I give it up for the few ladies in there that said I would help or I would tell them get up. At least you tried. But there are some women that said, I'm done with his ass. The rules of the game: never get knocked out in the presence of your mom. Never get knocked out in the presence of your woman. If you get knocked out, wipe your forehead off and get back out there. Because you're going to hear someone after that first round. You got to repeat that round. And you got to say, give me that do-over.
Round 1, fight.
Not round 2. It's still round 1.
Round 1, fight.
And this time I hope you
Finish him.
With that being said, we're going to get right to this shit here. We got a good show for you. We got a young lady by the name of D. That's right, Lenopoly's gonna have some support for once. So, surrounded by all this goddamn testosterone. How does it feel, Lenopoly?
It feels good. It feels good. And I think that, 2 against 3. Not to say we gotta be against each other, but...
I hope that you guys take it tender on us. I hope that as we welcome our guests into the show, we talk about positive things and how men and women just give each other hugs. Is that correct?
That's correct. I'll agree with you right now, but I really don't agree.
I don't trust that. Even though she says she doesn't agree, I don't trust it. We know what's going to happen. I'm feeling like Mr. Hank Hill right now.
But hey, I always need help up here, so like, join us in the group, and which is the Velvet Vibes Podcast on Facebook. Join us in the group, and you can always be a guest up here. Just reach out to us. Reach out, and you can be up here too. So if you're in the San Antonio area.
Exactly. Come have a seat with us.
Yeah. And a drink.
A seat and a drink. We supply those. Right. You know what you pay for drinks? $0.
And good conversation.
Exactly.
That is worth $1 million.
You're not coming up here to twerk. Even though some think that they're going to whistle while they twerk, you could do it outside or at the Wild Child's presence. Thank you. Have yourself a lovely day and get ready to get to this shit. Whether you're in the kitchen, the car, the gym, or sneaking off on extended break, even on the toilet, you're listening to the best podcast. Excuse me, the best pimpcast you could be listening to right now. So catch a vibe with us. It's Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. Let's do it again.
You know what I'm saying?
We getting straight to this shit.
You on that shit, boy. There you go. I had to you see me get your flank right there? I get your flank. There you did that.
First off, before I even say okay,
no, we gonna say fuck you right now. From Monopoly, Wild Child, and Squirt.
What's this?
Because you didn't even pour yourself a shot. You poured yourself a half a shot. You're a real dandelion, right? Oh no! Now you got a shot thanks to Scorpion King.
He poured himself.
Thanks to Scorpion King.
He poured himself a big shot.
You gave yourself a toddler shot.
That drip.
Look, don't focus on that.
Okay. We just have to let you know how you was doing yourself. I feel like it was real disrespectful since you off tomorrow.
Sometimes you gotta disrespect yourself. You know what they say? Disrespect yourself before you wreck yourself. Ain't that what they say?
No. Check yourself before you wreck yourself is what they say.
Okay, I must.
And you was definitely not doing no checking.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, go ahead.
So you know how we do this thing. We finna start this thing off proper. Real proper. Let me hear somebody say, okay.
Okay.
That was not the correct one. Let me hear somebody say, okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Where you at, Monopoly?
I got help today, so.
You real bougie now. Oh, yeah, you got your big. Oh, okay.
Relax.
Okay. That's how she feel.
I just chime in and say, yeah.
Okay.
First off, Monopoly has support in here. For a change in this motherfucker, we've got female support dropping bombs. You know how we do this thing. I'm going to introduce everything proper. You got the juggernaut in this thing. The velvet juggernaut. You like that?
You know what's the motherfucking juggernaut?
You know we got a little support in here. As we always do. We got Monopoly in this motherfucker.
Al is silent.
Silence?
Silent.
Are you? Hold on, this sounds like battle. This is not battle.
Uh-oh.
This is just wholesome people having a conversation.
Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm bringing that back, bro.
Oh, yeah?
I'm bringing it all the way back. Yeah, we bringing all of them back.
You hear that Street Fighter?
I'm bringing all of them back.
Let me. We could have went Mortal Kombat, but let me go Street Fighter and select my character.
Okay.
Anyway, we got that motherfucking S.A. Wild Child in here.
I'm still fancy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
I'm still fancy, bro.
You that fancy?
In the champagne glass.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
It doesn't go down in the champagne room. But
What you
Oh
mean,
wow, that old song that Chris Rock and
What you mean?
who was it? Who's the other guy?
Oh, yeah. Was it?
Champagne.
Oh shoot. Was it? Oh my God! I can't even figure this out.
no sex
Gerald
in the
Levert?
champagne.
It's a Gerald Levert.
No,
it
show
was a
yourself.
nigga. Who's that dude? That big.
I know who you talking about, and he was the one that
Google this. That's what we got.
Google it right now, please, because you don't want me.
Dang, that kind of fucked me up too.
No sex in the champagne room.
I remember the song.
Yeah, I remember the song. And Nate Dogg.
No.
Oh,
It was
man.
a big-
He would have been like,
Yeah.
"There's no sex in the champagne
Yeah,
room."
Nate Dogg's my dude. Yeah, that's why I thought it was him.
I still don't know what it is.
Yeah, please figure that out and we'll come back.
Give it up for Google, because they're always in this.
Yeah, please do.
Anyway, we got a gentleman by the name of the Scorpion King in this thing. Get over here!
I'm on my shit today.
Yeah, he is.
I'm on it.
Yeah, he wildin', y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That scares me.
Start to finish. That nigga's been wildin'. From start to finish. He's on it.
The OG got baptized early today.
Yeah, he did.
I don't want to discuss that.
What you mean you don't want to discuss it?
I don't want to discuss that.
That's okay. If you watch the live show, that boy got baptized.
He got baptized.
He got baptized.
He got baptized at Aquafina.
Yeah. If you don't know what the live show is, it's Velvet Vibe Pimpcast on Facebook. I don't care how you do it, how you look at it. Go to Facebook, Velvet Vibe Pimpcast. You will see the Velvet himself get baptized by Scorpion King. It goes down. It went down.
That scares me already.
I was there. I saw it.
He synced it.
I flicked it.
But, hold on.
Wait
a minute.
Oh.
Let us put some guests in it.
Okay.
Because there's some support here for the ladies. Let me go ahead and fire a couple guns in this motherfucker. We got somebody by the name of D. Talk to us, D. What's good?
She's out here stepping into the dark side.
Stepping into the... She's gonna step into the dark side. Good tripping Batman.
So I was right, y'all. I was just waiting for that bomb to drop.
Okay.
It's Gerald Levert.
It was G. Levert?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
With that being said, somebody better give her some credit.
Thank you. I know my music.
You know what?
What was that, Rick Ross? What was that, Rick Ross?
What'd he say? Oh, okay, yeah.
Thank you, Rose.
Yeah, Rose, we appreciate you. Top dog, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
I'm ashamed of
Levert.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
like in 02 or something.
Yeah, R.I.P. Joe Levert.
It was a while back.
Yeah.
Don't quote that year.
Yeah,
We're sipping beverages, but rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Also, Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, Joe Jackson died today.
Yeah, man.
Come down for my year. Passed away.
Yeah,
Right.
We don't do that.
Oh,
Exactly.
We do that. We definitely do that.
Wild child.
Come talk to me.
Because, Jodeci said, come and talk to me.
Okay.
But, and,
I've been watching you
oh.
for so very
Why you have to do that?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
We did song
You
about
started it.
8 songs today.
Okay, anyway. Go ahead.
Okay.
And
Now-
I haven't finished one song. That's why I stopped. I'm done.
Wow.
Hold on. Give it up for Lenopoly because she doesn't want to talk serious. She just wants to know, why can't we just sing Kumbaya?
I just want to know why we can't sing full songs around here. Like,
I'll tell the truth. We be drinking, and I know this is going to happen. Come and talk to me.
My lady.
Come and talk to me. You know you're going to do the lyrics start going away.
I really want to know you.
Yeah, you can't forget it. But then you might hit that number. I've been watching you. So
Very long.
Trying to get my nerves up, but be so strong. I really wanna
See, I was already there.
but I'm kinda scared. Don't do me like that, bro. I don't give a fuck how drunk I am. I'm gonna remember them lyrics.
It's a wild child always talking about getting head.
Amazing.
Hey, that's 24/8 though.
Yeah.
That's 24/8. I don't care how you look at it. That's 24/8, 366.
Wow.
Even on leave years, we do that.
Give it up for a naughty motherfucker.
Wow.
Thank you.
And
Go
that's SAWildChild at gmail.com.
Thank you.
So.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Lenopoly because
She always tagging you.
She always bringing me in so real, bro. I gotta appreciate that. I appreciate
Trying to
that.
help you out.
That motherfucker got tagged.
Go ahead, man.
I do not want to see your inbox. But anyway, moving on. The Pimp Cast shit. Velvet Vibes, Pimp's Cast. Whole nother episode. Now, we're talking about red flags.
Yes.
First off, I've been seeing a lot of red flag shit in the group.
Okay.
I've been seeing a whole lot of red flag shit in the group.
Okay.
Some of y'all keeps it real. Some of y'all, I know you personally, and I'd be like, this is all cap. You're full of shit. But the reason I say this, because I see a lot of red flags, a lot of shit that y'all are okay with. So, and we're going to start it, we kind of mentioned this in the live. Wild child.
Okay.
First off, what is a definite red flag to you? Because we gotta, and take a sip. Take a sip, like,
Hold on.
They ready.
Hold on.
They ready for you.
Hold on. I've seen a couple lean backs.
They done
I just seen some
lean
cross
back.
hands.
Hey,
Like-
they hit the Fat Joe on you.
yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yo, Scorpio, you see what trying to do, your boy? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yo,
and
you know what? I'm gonna keep it fancy too, because I'm in this wine glass still. I ain't gonna lie to you.
With the pinky.
He drinking brandy in a wine glass. So
Hey, don't even worry about that.
He's still hood.
It's still a wine glass,
He's
though.
still hood.
What? He's just licking the.
No,
I mean,
no,
I don't even know how to work this right now.
No, don't even worry about
He
words.
did
Don't even
fellatio
worry-
on his forearm.
Don't even worry about it.
Let's just
We gonna
say
finish
that.
it.
Yeah.
We gonna finish it.
A little forearm fellatio. No, but okay. We know your boundaries stretch far.
Absolutely.
So everybody has boundaries.
Right.
Hopefully. So the whole meat of the conversation is what, and we're not, a lot of times we'll be talking about when you're in a relationship, and we're
Yes.
going to get to that. But we're going to talk about before you're in a relationship.
That's what I
when,
like to hear.
when you're talking, what is a red flag? What makes you say, yeah, I'm not finna do that. And I'm not saying, oh, there's a scar on her elbow. I'm
No.
saying it's some shit that you're like, that right there, I'm not going to do that. I'm good.
So that's a great question. You know the whole phrase that of when we go way back of
Like Cadillac seats.
you know what I'm saying, roll back like rubbers. You know what I'm saying? Roll back like Walmart prices. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't take her home to mama, then why is she even around?
Mm.
That's real talk. Now if she serves a purpose, fellas, if she serves a purpose, of course you keep her around for purposes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this is a
saying?
naughty purpose.
If she dropped to the clearance prices, you know what I'm saying? You keep her around for purposes.
Oh my God.
But
I'm laughing at these faces.
but like for real shit though, like if you really can't take her home to moms to meet moms,
Yeah.
if she ain't that lady in the streets, you know what I'm saying, type vibe,
Mm-hmm.
then I feel like you ain't fuck with her.
But what's that sign? Like, how do
Yeah,
you
that's-
know? Like, your
how do you
mom's
know?
not, how do you know your mom's not going to be like, I approve of this? How do you know?
Because you know what your mom approve of. You been with her.
What's your mom
forever.
looking for? Again.
Yeah, so what's like the one trait where you're just like, nah, my mom's not going for that. I'm not going for that. My mom's for sure not going to go.
Great questions. I love it. So
Give it up for battle on both sides.
yeah, love it. So you know how you have the you gonna chew with your mouth open, like simple shit like that, or you got the what's that? Byron with the hair tab. You can't have that.
All that wretchedness.
You gotta have sophisticated, you know what I'm saying, be able to speak, you know what I'm saying, introduce yourself,
You gotta be
hold yourself in a lady manner, you know what I'm saying, until further notice, until you know
Mama
what you're
have no
dealing with.
thoughts.
So you do stuff until further notice. So like when I go meet somebody's parents, for example, I go, hey, how you doing, sir, man? You know, you be real elegant, you know what I'm saying? You tread water until further notice. Until further notice.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
big fake.
So if you can't do that, in the simple fact that you have only one avenue, like if you hood and you just hood,
And that's all you got to
that's
bring.
all you got. No, if you just this sophisticated, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I gotta check my checking balances, and you know, so I gotta check my checking account, and then you know, I got checking and savings, and I gotta figure that out. And that's all you about? Then that's a no too.
So,
Talk to me. Talk to me.
You need somebody who can do both.
I need a ratio.
A balance.
I need a ratio, a balance. Like you got to be able to do both. Like I'm like, yo, I gotta check this, but like, bitch, I wish you would say something to me left side.
Yeah.
I come right side. I need both. Like I can't
with the hug.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to like beat a bitch ass and be like, look, you see why I beat your ass? Like this is the reason why I beat your ass. Like I ain't gonna step out of character for no reason.
Yeah.
Which is the best way to put it.
She can be a vendor when needed.
Yeah. I'm not gonna step out of character for no reason.
Yeah.
That's the woman.
I can smell what the rock is. I can smell what and we're just gonna ride that thing right around because Monopoly.
Don't you come to me.
Monopoly.
Strong side. Strong side.
I just selected my character.
There you go.
Round one.
Okay, let's go.
Or you could just
Finish him.
That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm usually finished. No, we ain't gonna have that.
Go for it.
Oh.
What's a red flag for you? Like in the talking phase, like you already know this ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I would say like inconsistency.
There you go.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I text you one day and then you don't text me back, or it takes you an hour, 2 hours to text me back, and I know, like I see you on Facebook or I see you doing other stuff or
you
something.
You share some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
And it's just like, well, I'm not even gonna waste my time. It's like I'm not about to stalk and see if, are you actually on Facebook at this time?
Right.
Should you be texting me back? And I'm not even worried about it.
Exactly.
Like I know everybody has their phone. Like this day and age, everybody has their phone. So within 2 hours,
large facts.
Yes.
Within 2 hours, I think that's the max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Within 2 hours, you should be texting me back. Like that's the max. And if you're not texting me back with an actual conversation, not that hi bye WYD.
Right.
It's just like, well then I'm just wasting my time right now. Or you're only for a purpose. Yeah.
She looked at me like that, like she knew I was gonna come back with some heat.
There you go.
So I don't even know if I want to come back with heat because we got two guys in front of me, and I don't know if I should come back with this heat. We're gonna ride this. Please
ride the wave all the way around.
Hey, hold on. Do me proud now, goddammit. I'm the wild child. Y'all gotta do me proud because I got some shit to say. So I need y'all to say it before I say it. Please. Thank you. I need them.
What the Velvet Juggernaut is not dealing with. I think I don't even have to say my views on badass motherfucking kids anymore. I think I've elaborated on this so much that there's no need in but bad motherfucking kids is a no. We'll skip that. Just no. My thing is, like, it may be like you have a lot of kids.
Okay.
Like if you have like
a top 7.
Yeah, if you're over 3, I'm good on you. Like if you have 4, I'm good on you already. Okay. 2 is cool, you know. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we ain't got to do that math. I'm just like, nah. But I think to me the biggest thing is thought qualities. Okay. Now, if you go out to the club, that's cool. Okay. If you go out to the club next weekend, that's cool. Yeah. But if you go to the club Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and
Saturday.
Tuesday, Thursday. Hey, I'm feeling that.
Yeah, give it up for her. She bringing that vibe. Yeah, she slapped me in the motherfucking mouth with it real good. But yeah, I'm not finna do that. And when it get to the point that we can't do other things, right? I will go out with you if you're like, hey, let's go out. I'm like, cool, let's go out. Yeah. We go out. And then I'm like, hey, well, you're available next weekend? Oh, yeah, I'm off. Want to go to the club? I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing. So I already know that there's nothing about you that makes me say this could be something. Right. We have something going here. Like, to me, that, and of course, like you said, like, you know, if it ain't rolling with the family, like, of course, make your own decision. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But if it's just to the point that it's just like, they do not. I don't fuck with her. Right. We don't. Or if you got drama, like, and everybody has some sort of drama, whether it's baby daddy or it's just like, yeah, me and my mama get into it sometimes. Yeah. I ain't tripping off that. But if you just like, I have been down the road where it's like, oh, this bitch trying to fight me, and then we're gonna meet this other bitch behind the building and all. I can't.
I agree. We like have a whole list. We just named one thing. You're like, yeah. Basically, if you're not perfect, you're out of here.
So I got a kicker for you.
Go ahead.
Oh,
So, what if she can do all that? What if she can handle her thought process?
she can keep her thought to a minimum.
And she can handle no, not even a minimum. I'm saying she can handle her thought process and like keep the thought under control.
Yeah.
But also have you said 2? We'll say 3.
Okay. You gonna push me to the limit?
Yeah, I'm pushing you to the
push
it to the limits for the Miami. Yeah.
I push you to the edge.
Yeah. So we're gonna push you to the limit. So she can handle her thought processes.
Mm-hmm.
She can also have the maximum requirement, or minimum maximum requirement of 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she's official.
Okay.
We even say her job's official. Everything in regards to her credentials is official.
Mm-hmm.
You still gonna turn that down? Are you still gonna turn that down?
You're just
and the case is good, and we'll say the head is good too.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah. I'm putting all of it out there. What's up?
Cakes and that is not the same thing. I thought that was all inclusive.
No.
Cupcakes and
What you do in your regards to your professional life and everything is good, but we still have to know if the case is good.
Well, you can just say
part 2.
this.
That's like a part 2.
You can just say this. The carrot cake is good, and the tres leches cake.
Yeah, we'll say both of them is good.
Or the German chocolate cake.
There you go.
There we go. The pecan pie.
You put it all out there.
Made by Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle pie.
At Walmart.
You know what I'm saying?
Banana pudding. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna stop right now. Okay, go ahead.
Somebody get her a sweet real quick.
Thank you.
And I ain't talking about the joint. I'm just talking about like some cakes.
Get around on the other side. Pass that honey bun around.
Can somebody get a honey bun, please?
Go ahead.
Now, you brought up a good point.
Yes.
If you have everybody has their things that I'm not
right.
Do. There is leeway in those things.
So you make exceptions.
So, and I'm not just saying, oh, you get an exception. It's not the Oprah Winfrey. You get one. Right. One. It's not that. But it's just like, damn, she got 3 kids, but she has things going for herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if that seesaw goes down and the other side of that seesaw goes up,
right,
you might be like, the seesaw is going. If the seesaw go down and the other one go down, I'm like, we're not going anywhere.
Right. Exactly.
We done broke the seesaw at the playground.
Right.
So we're not achieving anything, and I can't see in. You ain't got no goals. Your goal is
both our legs on the ground. We ain't doing it.
You win in the twerking contest. That 500 is cool, but
there you go.
That's a private twerk for me at this point. You know, so I can't.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If a girl bring home 500 in the twerk contest,
you gonna send her back out there next weekend?
Exactly. Big facts.
And then tell your mom. Big facts, bro. Then tell her mom this girl's got a lot going for her,
bro. If she can help me out with the $500, I mean, I'm just saying, if she can do something with the $500 and she treat me, just saying, big facts.
Look,
it is big facts.
You show up to the family barbecue, they be like, "Oh, where old girl?
Where all that money go?" Yeah, it went to the twerk contest.
She's twerking right now.
She got some shit to do. She got something to accomplish, and really she'll be back next week or something.
Y'all are ridiculous.
She's really busy right now.
Just saying.
And the damn Scorpion King.
Talk to us.
What's a red flag to you? What do you see to make you say, "Oh hell no"?
I mean, me personally, from experience.
Yeah, talk from that experience. Talk that real shit real quick.
Let's see. Personally, I'd say like if we like talking, you know. If I see you trying to move way too fast, say like we talking like 2 weeks.
I love you, baby.
Yeah, stuff like that. Or you already trying to put yourself in a girlfriend zone, stuff like that. Oh no, that's a red flag to me. And
what's moving too fast to you? Like,
I mean, moving too fast. Like, I mean, some people they like do too much.
Babe, hun.
Yeah, stuff like that. Or they're like with the emojis and all this stuff.
You're ready for the eggplant emoji, but you're not ready for the heart emoji. Not yet. We get it.
You gotta take things slow to see where you're going. see if you're gonna go further on out there, or like you said, things may come about, just cut stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, I had experiences where I was talking to this female and she used to get mad at me every time I just want to go out and just chill. I'm like,
to the club or
Yeah, where were you going?
just out chilling, I can be chilling with a friend, a homeboy.
You want to play put golf and it's a problem.
And then on top of that, say we go to a bar and she got mad at me because we went to a bar and she's like, that's where single people hang out. I'm like, okay, that's a red flag. You already trying to put yourself in a girlfriend zone and we don't been talking about.
It was simple.
Yeah, stuff like that,
I feel you on that. Like, if that's in the, you're still in the early stages and that happened, that might be a little controlling kind of thing. Later, it might have other restrictions unless you live a wild life, which we'll discuss. But then, that woman that comes bringing it the good motherfucking D. Pause. What's a red flag in the talking? We just talking.
I think the biggest red flag would be coming in with expectations right off the bat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like to be told what to do or this and that, like rules. I don't go by that just in general, not even when I'm just talking to somebody, but like if we're just getting to know each other, you can't tell me that you want this or that from me.
Right.
Whether it's, you should be answering me, or we should be doing this, we should be doing that. No, we aren't doing anything because we're just getting to know each other.
Okay.
We're in this phase where, I don't know you, you don't know me. We're two different people, like you can't just be like, well, I'm looking for a relationship.
Here's the procedure.
Or, I'm looking for a wife. I'm gonna turn around and run because
because you ain't shit yet.
Yeah.
You ain't shit yet.
Not because I have commitment issues, but when you do that, you're setting yourself up to let somebody down.
Right.
So if me and you can't build a basic relationship,
right,
whether it's as friends or whatever it is,
right,
it's not gonna go any further. So don't even ever tell me that I want you to be my girl or this or that.
Right.
You gotta let things develop into what they'll develop into.
Figure that shit out.
Yeah, and so with some people, you'll hit a wall and you're like, okay, it's cool. Like
it's
we're
a wall.
Friends and it's not gonna go past that.
Right.
But then some people, you'll get to the point where you want to take it past that, or that it's more than just this basic foundation. But I don't like hopping into let's work on a relationship, or let's work on getting intimate or things like that, because if that's not where it's meant, then I'm not going to force it.
You know what? And
I feel that.
Me and Dee had a small conversation about that, and she told me the exact same thing. In regards to the situation. So I can agree with that in regards to saying, hey,
go for it.
Because you were trying to wipe her up? No, I'm just... I am joking with y'all. Wow, child.
No, but real talk, these official.
Wild child we're talking about, so...
But these official though. Like any dude that approach or anything like that, these official. So I wouldn't say, hey, you might want to come with your A game and B game and C game. Like bring all the games that you got with you, because
alphabet soup.
Yeah, because you gonna need it. You gonna need it by all means. But in regards to, you would never. No, I'll correct myself. I can say this in regards to women. Like, I know y'all get approached, especially if you got hip dips and skips and all that extra shit. You get approached by many of men. You know what I'm saying? You get approached by many men. So, in regards to that, I would love to say that, hey, keep your flags in your pocket, because you might want to throw a yellow flag and say, hey, outsides, you got a penalty on the play. You might want to keep some whistles on you or anything like that. Blow your whistle, because as dudes, we need that. We need that.
Yeah.
So that way we can work on what we need to work on and come back to the drawing board. And that's to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As hunters, we need that. We need that. As hunters, we need that.
They say hunters. Back at home, we say go-getters.
Okay. As non-hunters, we're not responsible for our happiness.
Hey, you're right.
Wow.
She
You
wanted to
right.
bring this theory up.
See, I had to bring that up again.
Because it's true. Like, I mean,
Drop that theory.
like, so you got, or you women, it's one of those things to where it's like, hey, as hunters, we're responsible for the sweep you off your feet, you know, to make sure that we come correct, you know, to make sure that we're doing all the extra things to make sure that our first appearance is our best appearance. And in lieu of that, we also have to make sure that if we get y'all, that we keep y'all for whatever reason. So, when I say that you're not responsible for it, I'm not saying that you're not happy by yourself. But if you do want to be with a man, then we have to keep you happy. We have to. That's where the sayings "happy wife, happy life" comes from.
Right.
Because we don't give a fuck. As long as we can get the cakes is good, and we happy, then we straight. But we know we have to keep you happy in order for us to be happy, because we like you so much
That's a full time.
and we want you so much.
That's a full time.
That's a full-time job. So when I say that as hunters, like, y'all not responsible for your happiness, it's not saying that it's downgrading y'all in any way, shape, or form of being independent. It's saying that, yo, in order to keep an independent woman happy and to keep you happy, we have to do X, Y, Z so we can help in regards to what y'all already don't need us for.
There's gospel coming behind that. Your gun just fired.
So, I think like the key word that you said was in order to make an independent woman
Yeah,
happy.
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Right? Because there's two kind of women.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dependent woman and an independent woman.
Very true.
Gospel.
Independent women, responsible for our own happiness. We're good. Like you would just be an asset, right?
We are feeling.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know that at any time when you slip or it's not good enough or whatever,
We Dunsky.
adios.
Exactly.
You know, like it's easy. But so at what point do you guys say
That's a kicker.
is it easier for me to be with a chick who's dependent because she's gonna depend on me? So all the little things I do, she'll be like, all right, cool.
Ooh.
That's good enough. But then how much harder do you have to work to keep an independent woman because you know that she does not need anything from you? Right? What's the work balance here?
See, I don't want to disagree with you, but see, that to me, because I'm anti-feminist,
Yeah.
and to me, that's like when you say independent, it feels like feminist talk,
Yeah.
and I'm
Beyonce.
anti-feminist, and I don't want to disagree with you, but I feel like I disagree. But I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
So I will say in regards to situations, because I don't think, and I hear what you're saying,
Mhm.
but I don't think she's trying to downgrade women.
No, I don't think that either.
I think she's trying to say that you have those women that they want to depend on the man and play the woman role as is supposedly stated.
It's just two types of women.
Right.
Like,
And
I mean,
it's-
I'm
it's
not
sorta-
saying you're wrong for feeling that way. I'm just saying I can disagree.
No,
So,
and I see where
yeah.
you're coming from
Yeah.
too, because I think women naturally are dependent.
Right.
Naturally, right? But
Mhm.
in this day and age, it's evolving. I'm not
Right.
a feminist by any means.
It's like
Like,
required.
I just do what I do, right? Yeah.
Right.
So, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like I want to depend on a man. Like I want
For certain
somebody-
things.
You know, for certain
Yeah.
things,
Yeah,
like I
of
need a
course.
man to do it. I can't do it myself, or I can, but it's not
It's
the
not something
same.
you wanna do.
It's not the same.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I think we
Yeah.
agree because I'm both sides. I'm not just
Yeah.
like strictly dependent,
Right.
but it's like
Right, like
So-
I would like my man to, you know,
Take out the trash, some shit, some simple
do
shit.
little things. Take out the trash. Help me put a spare tire on the
Right,
car.
of course.
Or, you know, like rub my feet at the end of the day.
Right,
That's
yeah,
cool.
there you
That's
go.
all I need. But like when I say like independent, like I don't need you to pay my bills.
Right,
I don't
of
need
course.
you to co-sign with me for anything. You know, like I'm good on that end. But like the little things, you know,
Right.
the nurturing. That's what I feel like I need.
I thought you meant like, oh, I can go get my tire changed at a shop. I can go get a masseuse for that. I don't need a massage for nothing. So that's what I'm saying
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like it's nice to have that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Like I can live without that too as
Yeah.
an independent,
Right.
but it's just like it's nice to have that.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
With me,
But go ahead.
I can say with me, I heard a lot of women say that, you know, the little things that count.
Yeah.
They like stuff
Sure.
like that. So for us men, we gotta pay attention to stuff like that. You know, it depends
Yeah.
on what you do, like if you want to buy her a card every month and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Continue to keep doing stuff
Consistency.
Like that. Yeah. So whatever you do to make her happy, just make sure you continue to do it, because if you don't, they look at stuff like that.
Yeah, we noticed the little things. You know, as soon as you let up on like this one thing that you were doing for the first 6 months when you were trying to flame it or whatever, you know.
We want some cakes.
As soon as you
ain't gonna even talk about it. We want
like
some
this.
cakes.
To me, it's like this. Like I always say, like when you trying to get somebody, just like trying to get a job, you put in your application, and like you said with the cakes, to me, I consider that's the drug test.
Hey, big facts. I agree with you on that. Like that's like a drug test. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna get hooked or not? You know what I'm saying? Is it something I'm gonna pass? You know?
Yeah.
I got you. I feel that. So I can agree with you, and I'm glad that that we have ladies on the set right now that actually do hold the independent caliber.
Good for ladies.
Please do. And but they also understand that if there is a deep end, they understand the other side. So I enjoyed that because of the simple fact that you do have two timber type of women.
So watch
You
this.
do have that. Talk to me.
Watch this. So we just talked about, okay, what are red flags? Why do you think people ignore red flags? So if just say somebody's talking to somebody, they know that they don't like this, whatever it is, whether it's going out a lot, whether it's I don't like your kids, or I don't like your baby mama's drama, or whatever that thing is that they don't typically deal with.
Right.
But now they're dealing with it, and they're kind of like, well, he means well, or she means well, or well, I don't like this about her, but she looks good, or I don't like this about her, but you know, we laugh together. But it's a clear. It's not like it's not that little. Oh, it's a little thing, you know. She just talks a lot, or it's something that's annoying.
Right. So I'm gonna let the ladies. I feel like ladies first in this aspect.
Yeah.
I personally feel like ladies first in this aspect. I don't
what makes people just go with it? They're just like, I'm gonna just go with it.
Because I have an answer. I just want to.
I feel like people don't come out with like, oh, I'm a drug addict. Like they don't.
That's true. That's true.
Or I'm an alcoholic or whatever. Like you just see them like take a little drink here and there. Then all of a sudden it's just like you start seeing bottles and all this stuff. And after time, so I feel like time
Okay.
is the issue. So after time, after you're so far in, it's kind of like I already have feelings for this person. I'm used to this person. Like you get used to having them around. You get used to them having the same jokes as you or whatever you have like in common.
So you're trying to make it.
Yeah, it's just like after time you're just used to this person. And it's like maybe we can work.
But I think she just said something that's well, you know what? Continue like you said. We're letting the women go first. What do you think people like? Why they just? It's clearly a red flag.
I think people ignore their red flags because they've convinced themselves that it's something they can't deal with. But like she said, once you invest time into it and you catch those feelings and you're like, maybe it's not so bad. Look, like we're still here. We're still having this conversation. We're still spending the time together, whatever it may be. Maybe it wasn't as big of a deal to me as I thought it was. I'm used to you now. Like, I'm able to deal with it.
Or like as women, like we want to fix y'all. Like we think like y'all are just like a project.
That's
damn.
That's fact.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So let's just get this started and maybe I can work with this guy because I'm getting old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just pressure from society and like.
Hold on, that's deep shit right there.
Like it's real, like, and I don't think we're even.
I can't wait to.
It's like on a subconscious level.
Yeah, it's not something we think about like actively, but it's just like you feel external pressure. Like I'm 25, right? I'm about to be 26 in 1 week, and I'm like, if I would have thought of myself 5 years ago, I would have been married in a house already, like. My first
birthday bombs.
First kid.
Yeah.
Future birthday bombs.
For your birthday, by the way. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
some shit about to happen.
We can do that, but I don't think like we realize that when we meet somebody, right? That there's just general attachment or not, right?
Right.
When you meet somebody, and once you decide you're attached on some level, you kind of go blind to those red flags, and you don't think about them as much as when you're on the prowl, right? You're like, red flag, I'm out.
Right.
But when you really like, if you give them any time and you do spend that time together, you know, get ahead in other aspects, like you connect on different levels. It might not be where your red flag is, but you start to kind of negate that idea, and you're like, all right, we're already here. Let's just.
So what it sounds like, in my opinion, here, it sounds like that women are more hopeful than men. Mm-hmm. So the emotional aspect of women, it makes it different for men, because in regards to me, in the aspect of like, where y'all are like that 70% of y'all hope is like, you know what, I can bring them up, which is true. Like you said, nurturers. As far as men, if we can see 70%, we probably be like, hey, I can find something that's 80%. You know what I'm saying? Or 90%, you know? So that's what we do. And that's a difference. That's the difference between men and women.
Wow. Can I just say something real quick?
The patience.
We're trying to fix the house. Y'all trying to flip the house. That's amazing. That's crazy.
That's really what it is.
Hold on.
Wow. We're like, this is a fixer. For real, this is a fixer-upper. And y'all like, no, we can flip this.
Yeah, we going to flip
this. And get our 50,000 back plus 50,000.
Big facts, we hustlers.
That's crazy.
It's hustlers and hunters. Like I ain't gonna lie. That's probably what all you got as far as men. You got hustlers and hunters. Yeah. So you got the people that's gonna take your time and like, we're gonna make sure that we got the right fish and the food that we got to eat or anything like that. And then you got hustlers that are like, yo, I can get this chick and maybe you can flip her or do this, that, whatever. Or we're not even saying the chick, but we can say we can flip this, and if it ain't working, we can't flip it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like hustlers and hunters. Like that's what women have to deal with. And opportunists. I feel like any man or woman is an opportunist.
That can be.
Any man or woman is an opportunist. So you have a lot of options in regards to when you have these red flags that we're talking about in regards to that you have to feel like, oh, it's a red flag, but they are on this right path of what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. That's men too, and that's women too. And then when you have the red flag, it's like, well, can I turn this red flag green? Can I?
Is this a traffic light?
Can I?
If you sit here long enough.
If I stay here long enough, can I turn it green? Yeah. So you have plenty of options, man or woman, in regards to these flags, and that's the reason why people do what they gotta do. That's the reason why people do what they gotta do.
Indeed.
So any person can be drawn to a red flag like a bull.
I feel you.
Any person.
Yeah. And see, check this out. What both the ladies were saying about time.
True.
I think, I know this. This is a fact. This ain't even an opinion. I'm sure everybody around the board can agree with this.
Yeah.
Time invested, and it sucks a lot of time because, like they said, a lot of times it's the man that appeared to be whatever else, but that don't end up being the case. But time will make you deal with more shit than you normally would.
Big facts.
And I'm not even talking about
old facts.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about the beginning phase right here. This is talking about in a relationship.
Right.
You ever see somebody, they've been together 5 years and they be like, he been doing this, he been doing that, he's been gambling, he been spending all our money, he been cheating, but we've been together 5 years.
Give me the butt.
But we've been together 5 years. And then that right there is almost as big as the do it for the kids.
Right?
Like that.
Ooh, that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. You went real sensitive right now. Everybody got real sensitive. Everybody clench on you when you say that.
But that one's
But you're true. But you're true though.
Have you? Everybody's been in this conversation. What should I do? This is what's going on, and you can pour your heart out to them, and they say, "But we've been together 7 years."
So I got a question.
Me too.
Scorpion King, have you ever had the issue of the red flags and then what we discussed in regards to it's her, or is it the kids, or is it a big issue like red flags? First we're gonna address the red flags, so I won't even overwhelm you. So we're gonna ask about your red flags first, and then we're gonna address what Judge has, the velvet dress.
Boom shakalaka!
Go ahead, take your time, get your thoughts together. It's okay.
We can do an A and B selection.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
With the red flags, yeah, I have. But what drawn me to stick around is basically their conversation, you know. Being around so long.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Right. The time. Okay. There you go.
Timing.
We guilty too.
Now, now, I got to kick it for the fellas. Got to kick it for the fellas.
Run it.
So, has it been just the cakes? Like the cakes is just A1 duck sauce, and even though you got your red flags, they cakes was like Niagara Falls.
I'm glad that you went to them because don't come over here.
No, we about to address it. I want to address the fellas first though.
Yeah, I can say 2 people. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna say, talking wise, it might make you be like, well, we can do this a little bit. In a relationship, a lot of times, if like that ain't gonna be enough to just make you say, I'm gonna continue to do. Because if you, even though we already addressed time can make you stay, but if you're done, I'm saying if you're done.
So that's how you get sucked into a relationship.
No, so look,
around for the kids.
I mean, I'm about to run. I'm about to run right now. I ain't even talking about no relationship. I'm talking about like the red flags and y'all just doing what y'all do. Like, hey,
you putting in all that
OT or whatever you putting in relationship work, but y'all ain't in no relationship. I'm talking about like, does the cakes make you say or not?
I'm gonna tell you what I've dealt with in personal situations. No, this personal situation.
Okay, he answered it. He said in a dating situation, he'll put up with it, but in a relationship, he'll dump them. But that's what I was saying. If you're dating somebody and you're sticking around for the cakes, you're gonna get sucked into a relationship.
That's right.
And now you in the relationship, and all you got is cakes. And that's
all you got is cake.
So why cake stop? Because you're in a relationship.
Yep. She said exactly where I was going.
Okay, talk to me.
So talk to me now. She went exactly where I was heading. I've had times that I kept staying around in the talking phase because of the cakes. The relationship started, and the cakes started going away.
Hey,
it started going away, and the cakes was here and there and here and there type of thing. So it can't even be the cakes.
And you realize you really wasn't with the shits.
And then you're just busy with life and working all the time. Then you're like, God dang, I ain't done it in a month and a half.
Okay.
What the fuck going on around here? So that can't keep you.
Okay.
So now if you're done, you are done, unless you're caught up in the time.
Okay.
Unless you get caught up in we have memories or whatever. If you can detach emotions.
Okay.
And that's hard to do. Men and women, if you can detach emotion, and men can do it easy in the talking phase. I'm saying in a relationship, if you could just say, oh, fuck all that. We've been over the happy times. The zoo was fun. Fuck all that. I'm out. If you're able to do that, then you can get out. If not,
sounds like you got sucked into the Twilight Zone,
right?
Outer limits and stuff.
You was in that dark hole, my nigga. You was in the dark hole.
Short story. I'm gonna keep it super short.
Right,
I'm just gonna get right to the point. I had a time that it was a cake situation.
Okay.
Cakes was going on. Okay. Why the violin playing?
Scorpion King got the violin. Yeah. Oh,
hey, you know what?
Take a story. I got you.
Yeah, this is where you drop the slow music right
here. What's it? But watch this. No, check this out though. No, basic shit. Went in with cakes.
Yeah.
Cakes got me, just what she said, into a relationship, but it was one of them I didn't even know. That cakes was going on, then it turned to spend a night, and babe, we need some more groceries. We running out of chicken. I need to run to the store.
You got the whole thing.
And then I never said, hey, I'm trying to take this to the next level. It just took me to get by myself and say, damn, we go together.
So basically, you got trapped.
Damn, we go together.
You got hoodwinked, bamboozle, and you got all of the above.
Exactly. So and then that happens. But talk to me.
First of all, it ain't never happened to me. But we gonna get to these ladies. We ain't gonna act like we ain't address them.
Hold on, Scorpion King said he been down that road.
I've been down that road before.
Oh, you buying groceries and shit? Like,
I wasn't buying the groceries.
The grocery was coming in?
Getting the cakes and kids spend the night.
Right, and then be like, hey, what you need before I come over?
Yeah.
You got those. I'm not saying you buying groceries, but you got those joints.
Then you were like, you might, since you spend the night all the time, you might just bring your clothes on.
They started leaving that by accident.
I've done that. I'm not gonna even say I don't.
I can agree to.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with the drug. I ain't gonna say I haven't done that, but ladies. Quick questions, real questions. Real questions are also quick questions. So, y'all act like y'all ain't got the key to success. So we gonna address that right there. We gonna start there.
Oh wow.
So since men
you
can't,
ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
First of all, I don't even like you right now. Like, don't do me like that. Don't even do me like that.
I think she's trying to say
yeah, because it's gonna make up to the crazy.
Look, so what's the hints of S.A. Wild Child being crazy? I'm just saying.
You got to say.
Kanye.
Hey,
Easy.
basically, you're saying that it'll sound like this.
Yeah. Trap keep coming. Trap keep coming. Trap keep coming. Trap keep coming.
I'm in about this train.
All right, man. Y'all gonna be excited then. I'm gonna put the cheer back. Anyway, so first of all, I'm gonna start it off again.
Key to success.
Y'all got the key to goddamn success. Every woman got the key to goddamn success.
They know it.
Every woman, every man wants just to do the 7-10 split. That's all we want. We want bowling action.
And we're
you know
aware.
what I'm saying? Y'all, I know y'all aware.
Okay.
We damn know y'all well aware. We just gotta make sure that we goddamn.
After a certain age, we're aware. Let me correct that.
Yeah, that's
Go
true.
ahead.
That's true. That's true.
Hashtag
So we
large
just-
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Go with it.
Long receipts. Anyway, we just want to know in regards to these flags, because obviously we I ain't gonna lie, men we do dumb shit.
Yeah.
So that gives y'all a lot of opportunity to say, oh, that he this
They
person
can.
that he wasn't shit, or he didn't meet no criteria. So help me better understand as a wild child, because I need to know about these flags. I need to know red flags, and I got a red shirt on. Anyway, how do we as men can adjust to be better? And I'm not just saying for one woman. I'm just saying for period in regards to these flags that y'all have up, because flags are usually come down from the experiences that y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And you're like, not again.
yeah. So so women be like, not again. I don't want that. Backspace, delete, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So how does a man, in the general aspect of meeting the woman as a hunter, can you please elaborate and help us in regards to saying, hey, can we let's get back at least this red flag? Can we at least used to be a yellow flag, and see if we can work to the green flag? Things like that. We need that help. We need
So
it.
you're saying, like, for a red flag, we basically have our walls up, like,
Right,
guarded?
like walls up, you guard it. That's usually what happens in regards to the red flag.
I think that, like, if you come to us with honesty, like, that's my thing. Like,
Okay.
if you're honest,
Okay.
we can work through a lot of stuff. Like, if you're honest, you know what I'm saying?
From the jump,
From the jump, like, whatever it is. And if it's something I don't want to deal with, like, you have to just respect that I don't want to deal with that. Like, but you can't hide that, because eventually I'm gonna know.
Right.
Like, the person's gonna find out.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I would
What about
definitely have to agree that honesty, right off the bat, like whatever your baggage is, like you don't gotta tell me like right off the rip, but
Right.
if we're talking and it's going somewhere, there's some consistency.
Okay.
If we're working on that, that's there. Like
Okay.
you gotta tell me the truth,
So
and you gotta
go
be
ahead.
honest,
Mhm.
because if you try to hide it from me later on, I'm gonna be like, why did you hide that? What else are you hiding? That's where a woman's mind goes.
now the trust goes down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the honesty has to be right there if you want the trust to be.
Yeah, no matter what your baggage is, right? Baby mamas,
Right.
bills, whatever it is, like just be real with it, because I would appreciate knowing what I'm potentially going to deal with, or what I'm dealing
Right.
with right now.
Right,
Like if
right.
it's something we can work together on, like if I can help you out, if you can help me out, like we have to have that conversation. But if I don't know, and like she said,
Right.
we're going to find out eventually, you can't hide, like then what? Then everybody looks like a fool, and all y'all wasted your time. You know how valuable time is.
Exactly. Time is freaking of the essence.
she went all the way into the mic for that.
But
Go ahead. Have you got something to say? Because I got a kicker. I got a nice one.
Oh, God.
I got. You know what? And I don't even answer this question. You know what I'm saying? I usually don't put kickers for myself, but I'm even going to answer this question. I'll answer it first since I'm pulling up the kicker.
Mm-hmm.
So, fellas, since we know that time is of the essence for these women, and we know that now we know honesty is true and pure. It's pure. So now, my kicker is to the fellas. Why are we even throwing this shade on the lies? I'm not saying I won't say I haven't done this before. I'll even put it out there.
I got the answer to that.
I even put this out here. Now, like I said, I'll answer first.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll answer first.
Can I give you my theory of why y'all do it?
Of course, we're still on ladies. We will throw a ladies segment. Of course, absolutely. Go ahead, D.
I think my theory is why y'all hide, things, or you try to minimize them without just giving us the full-on honesty.
So we click in the mouse.
Because you're the man.
Okay, go ahead.
Minimize.
Right? You're the man. It's natural to you. Like, I'm supposed to be here, and here, but I'm not in all these categories. And if I let her know, she's not going to feel me anymore, and I'm going to feel less of a man.
Okay.
When that's not the case, because man or woman, we all struggle in different areas, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not honest about it, then
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Okay.
So I understand why you guys are hesitant to just outright be like, well, this is my baggage. I know it's your red flag, but
right.
So I understand that. And then it depends on the woman you're dealing with too, because if she's not open, she's bougie, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're
like,
that.
I'm just gonna keep this face on until she figures it out, and I'm gonna write it out. So I think it really depends. But that's my theory: is y'all just are supposed to, you think you have to have this image, and
how much accuracy?
You admit to it.
Yeah.
If you admit to your shortcomings, then
I feel like that goes for us too, though. Like,
no, it does.
It
absolutely does.
But it's bad and bougie.
Hey. Can we have a Millie Rock session in there?
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm putting my shoulders. I'm putting my shoulders.
Just keep it in the shoulders.
There it is.
That shit in the shoulders, right?
Can we just Millie's shoulder real quick?
I'll cover my face because I don't want my shoulders to work.
Yeah, there you go.
But so long story short, so it sounds like red flags go for men and for women. I don't care what situation you're in. You could be a 6-figure man and a 6-figure woman. You still got red flags. Mm-hmm. Or you still got situations you want to deal with. Mm-hmm. And even if I'm just making, in my job, which stands for just over broke, I still got some needs to be felt and needs to be met. And I'm still looking and searching and looking. So for us men, and I will say this too, because like I said, I was going to answer the question. Like, we have standards too of what we're looking for. Just like women have standards of what they're looking for. We all have a criteria. I feel like we all have a suggestion box. Like we all have it, no matter what. Attraction is everything. I don't care who you are or what you look like. Bingo! She got your ass, Velvet. I'm sorry. Side note. That was just side note.
This is for me?
Yep. Harambe. Akuna Yellow.
That's it.
Akuna Yellow. Just handle that. So, we all have a standard. Ooh, baby.
And that's Paul.
Yeah.
You know how we do? Go ahead.
So, we all have a standard that we look for. You know what I'm saying? We all have a checklist. I feel like we all have a checklist. I don't care who you are. So we gotta run that checklist. Mm-hmm. So red flags come to where like these people don't meet this checklist, but you know what? I think they can meet this checklist. Mm. That's where red flags come from. So in the midst of it, men, we do whatever we want to do to meet that checklist. Mm. That's my personal opinion. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So then you get a person that fits this category, one person that fits this category.
Right, which also continues to meet
they
red
out
flags.
your league. You just I'm gonna just get in the league.
I'm shooting for the goddamn stars, bro.
I play basketball, but I'm gonna play football this time.
Yeah, and I'll play basketball, but I'm about to do some soccer today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the FIFA World Cup 2018. Like, it's going down. It's going down now. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigeria's like in there.
Yeah, they in there. Mexico's in there,
man,
because Germany lost. In there. But no, that's really what it boils down to. It's like you have situations, you have your red flags that you meet up with, that you're like, I want to know more. And I think that's actually men or women. I think that's men or women.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, this bitch probably had sex with one of my homeboys, and I kind of want to know more.
So y'all can compare notes?
That's not enough information.
Hey, blood brothers. You know what I mean? You might be blood brothers. I don't know.
That's scary.
So it's a lot of stuff that, and just long story short, it's just a lot of stuff that people do that's like, you want to either in the men's aspect, like you said, compare notes. Mm-hmm. in the women's aspect, they don't really want to compare notes, but they do have Q&A.
Look,
okay, we do have Q&A. I think they do have Q&A.
I feel like another thing about red flags is that no one's really trying to have relationships these days.
Ooh.
So they see the red flag and they're like, I don't care. I'm going to get what I can get.
She went there.
Yeah, she hit that shit.
Yep. A month, 2 days from now, or whatever, I'm not going to be here anyway. So I don't care.
First off, I want to make sure that there's 1,000 guns go off.
Wait, how many guns?
Wow, someone screamed it.
I heard Rob.
I thought that was Hank Hill.
People both.
You slap somebody, bro. Why you slapping people in the situation?
That was some of the that was probably the best thing ever said on this podcast. Now, and I'm gonna tell you what. That was a slap to all the listeners. It's a positive slap. It's just like boom, whoop, bingo, wake up. This is what's going on out here. It's real. It happened.
You need an IV.
Wake up. It's Folgers in your cup.
Yeah. Sip the coffee.
Shout out to Folgers. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna shout that out real quick.
Holla at me. But
decaf in the cup.
Check this out though. She actually, that statement went to the whole next question or the whole next place I was gonna go. Okay. Now, people, matter of fact, it's just a statement, and y'all can elaborate on this statement. People don't want relationships. Some people just say that when it's just fucking. I know, Wild Child, I know that's what you think. If it's just fucking, you might say that. I'm saying people don't just put it out there. I don't want anything. Some people don't even know this. Some people, it's like subconscious. It's just like, I'm just out here, whatever she do. You can go to strip club. You can have that kind of trainer. That's why people think that way, because they're like, whatever happened, I really don't give a fuck. Right. When you break up with me or when I break up with you, I don't care. Right. I'm gonna go over here. Then I go over here. We might spend 2 weeks together. Too many people. We might spend 2 years together. Right. You're like, that didn't work. Too many people over here. And you don't even hardly see people crying over that shit no more. You don't even see people like, oh man. You just nobody boo-hooing. You just like, she dumped me. Right. What's going on Friday? Right. That's what we do. What's cracking? Like, this is what it is now. Right. And we live in a world where it's just not.
It's repetition.
You're used to that shit.
It's repetition. So we about to Scorpion King. We gonna start with you because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the whole segment, you know what I'm saying, needed some Scorpion King love.
First off, before he even speaks,
get over here!
Yeah, we need that. So
he just got pulled to the mic real quick.
Right. So if you didn't hear from, because he gave a whole story, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the whole story.
Okay.
So
gospel shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got everybody doing everything and anything they want to in this world, right?
And they saying that's cool.
Right, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? To where you got thoughts being thoughts, you know what I'm saying? You got social women being social women, you got thugs being thugs, you got
false thugs,
good women, good men being good men. So you got all this going on in the world right now, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's really being honest. That's where red flags come in. Mm-hmm. So in regards to, we'll even say preventing red flags, we'll even say helping the red flags case, we're going to even turn to green flags. How do you think that you could transition from a red flag, because this woman that you want to talk to is on a red flags basis. She on a red flags basis, and she meets you,
and you know that, and you keep talking to him,
and you don't know that, and you know that. So how do you personally turn a red flag into a green flag?
First off, I'm like, you alright, bro? You over here hitting on me and shit?
I didn't try to punch you.
You alright? You feeling this shit?
I'm drinking it, Paul.
Yeah.
This shit. She made them shotguns.
This is a question.
Ooh.
But to answer the question, I can basically agree with everybody said around the table with the red flag. But to me personally, I can say from what Dee was saying about the men, we have pride. Sometimes we have pride in what we want to say and what we don't want to say. You know, because some women out here, they can just straight up, you know, judge you about what you say, even if you tell the truth or not tell the truth. Then on top of that, with the women aspects, you know, with the list and stuff situation, most women they have like a long 50-page list.
Yeah,
what
they send you like 8-page letters, bro.
What they looking for in a man, stuff like that. And with men,
what do you do about that list though?
Our list is short.
Do you try to meet the
list?
list?
Is short, but y'all like I want this certain body type and whatnot, and it's like that ain't just easy. You don't just wake up and say,
you know what?
I'm Nicki Minaj today. Like you don't say I'm Amber Rose body today. Like you don't just wake up like I woke up like this. It's still
my personal answer. My personal answer to that.
Wake up like that.
My personal answer to that is like, yo, big, small, medium, tall. I want them all. I just got to figure out which one's for me.
Oh my goodness!
But we're talking sport though.
But
yeah, I'm sorry.
It's up to each person, individual, men and women, on where you meet in that list. I mean, because some people, you know, I put like this. Some women nowadays,
yeah,
not all women, but most women, they want men with dreads.
Okay, you're right. That's true.
Swole and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
But then in reality, once they get that person, 9 times out of 10, they're not what they were looking for.
Right.
And what
right.
Yeah. So basically, they're just like appearance.
Come talk to me. Keep talking. Keep talking. Talk to me.
But it can go.
I knew you were gonna say it a better one.
Yeah, keep talking. Keep talking.
It can go the same way with men.
Yeah,
it can go the same way with men.
Oh, we already dealt with that. Go ahead.
No, they ain't through.
I know they.
Yeah,
they
ready.
Yeah,
they spicy right now. Keep going.
I can feel the heat coming. You know, but like I said, it can go with men also. You know,
right?
Like Nafi said, we want them Nicki Minaj, Amber Rose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, once you get them, the body appearance is one thing, but the attitude is another. Right. So basically, you gotta come together with the body appearance and the attitude.
Yeah.
They gotta balance out.
Right.
And if not, red flag.
Right. Then we got red flags.
The question is, if a girl isn't like the body type you want, but she's like the personality, are you willing to be like, you need to be eating more cakes? Or you need to go to the gym more? Are you willing to like work with her? Or are you like, you need to come in with both? I'm not working
Are you going to build that body?
Because the personality can't really fix.
We're going to start this King. We're going to start there.
Fix, but go ahead.
We're going to start there.
I can say, me personally, I have experienced that before. You know, the attitude and everything was on point. You know, she was a good person. But appearances-wise, you know, it wasn't what I wanted.
It was like a 6.75.
But I gave her a chance.
Okay.
To see what was, when we, you know, go work things out and everything.
Okay.
Hold on, so, give it up for not being a shallow motherfucker.
That is appreciated.
Yeah. Because, you know, most women, and I've heard this before from somebody that they told me that 99.9% of all women are emotional.
That's very true. In my personal experience, that's very true.
What was that percent?
99.9.
9%.
I guess I'm that 0.
That's y'all?
Here we go.
So both of y'all want that 0.01.
That's us right there. We're that percentage.
First of all, we're going to shout out these 0.01 women. We're going to get that out.
They show it right up.
Right? We got the 0.01 women on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. We are the initiators in regards to saying, hey, are we what you want? Are we approachable? Or are we those type of men for you? So if you have a red flag, then we were trying to work our way to getting that to a green flag. If we're so consistent, as Monopoly has said, we got to be consistent. We got to be those men. So it's hard for us to come into this lifestyle.
I think that only applies when you have a certain look that the person is looking for, and the cakes that you mentioned earlier. I think that's the only time you're so accepting of it. So, otherwise, it's like, bye.
But here's my kicker. Here's my kicker, because women have a certain stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be like, hey, I want the 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? I want the light skin, not the dark skin, and I want this, that, whatever. So as men, we're more accepting to what she looks like and how she looks and whatever the case may be. Not in a bad way. No.
I'm listening to you.
The percentages in regards to my personal opinion in regards to percentages, like attraction wise, women have a higher percentage. Like, hey, I want the 6 foot dude or whatever the case.
I want you to continue.
We're gonna continue.
I'm gonna tell you why I agree.
So
now, it's not saying
that it's not a bad thing.
Now watch this. I ain't even saying that. I ain't gonna back out of it. It's not saying that men don't want whatever looks
right.
It's
exactly.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
we're a lot more shallow. So
yes.
You may want Nicki Minaj, and you may get Rasputia, and you might be like, she's straight. I mean,
right?
She ain't that bad.
Exactly.
I'm calling BS.
Not for no relationship.
Right. Exactly.
I'm saying, but how you said we're more accepting on looks.
So.
Dudes would see somebody, they're like, what you think of her? And see her from the back, you didn't even see her face. You're like, what she look
right.
like? Is it a dude? No, it's a girl. Yeah, she good.
Yeah.
Not for a relationship, though. That's what y'all are saying.
So,
just for like one night stands and whatnot.
Here's the kick, and this is the kicker. So, with 2 women being here, and I fucking love it. I fucking love that shit.
About to get hit up in here.
That's okay.
If you don't hurry up.
If you can left and right me how you want to. You can left and right me how you want to. So, my thing is that, as Jug said, it's like we can be like, yo, that ass is back there, and it don't matter what her face looks like. It don't matter what her face looks like. So with women, you really like. It depends. It depends on how you do it and how you do things. You really don't know which is the next thing that y'all go for is the dick size. You don't know what the dick size is like until you actually rub up on it.
That ain't even true. Y'all going off fake facts.
No, hey, look.
Fake news.
Hey, look.
This is alternative facts.
There we go.
Okay, look.
Donald Trump.
Okay, look. So if the dude is fine as you want him to be and he got a little penis, what you gonna do?
Wait, it work.
Both motion and
but okay. So what's
all the things you can do? It can work.
Okay, so
it exists, right? It's
okay,
there.
D, what's up? I want to.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So she said she gonna make it work. What are you gonna do? If the D size ain't what you want,
everything else is there.
Everything else
that you want is there, and there's no D size, ain't no stroke, ain't no motion, ain't no potion. What you gonna do?
It depends how far off we are here from my standard. Okay.
No, I'm talking about limited time. Limited time. So we're talking about night. We would say first night. First night, we'll say, "Hey, I want some."
Scorpion King said, "What kind of penis this is?"
No, I'm gonna give it an example.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
talk to me, Scorpion.
Let me use a male perspective right here. So, all right, going off. No, so you got you like a genuine type person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Hold on. Did she say mm-hmm or mm-hmm?
Like the wild child said, you know, everything is good, but below the belt ain't good. Would you stay or would you work it out?
Is it below?
Or would you leave?
So my question is to, and I'm gonna elaborate. My question is to y'all women below the belt. Below the belt. So above the belt is everything that you want. Below the belt is definitely not what you want.
I strongly believe nobody's that bad. Like how y'all are saying it, you're saying like he should.
Like it's rare.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing good about it. There's no.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know,
watch this.
To work with you somehow.
All I want y'all to do for all the listeners, Google this. Make sure you ain't at work. Micro penis. It is a thing. It's a condition.
Don't put us in this situation.
No, we're gonna have to.
That's rare, though.
It's rare, but continue.
There's also females that that can't have sex. Like it super hurts, and it's like you can't get in it.
It's a rare.
We understand.
It's a condition as well. So it's just like we're not gonna give you that scenario. So let's get a realistic scenario.
I will leave that. I would do you like that.
First off, I'm not gonna skip on a bomb, even if the bomb was dropped on me. You dropped the bomb on me.
Yeah. So this is what I'll say. We'll say the penis. Like I said, I'm all for it.
Penis.
Like you have, because most women act on the emotional aspect. So you have the emotional aspect, but you don't have the penis aspect. Are you staying or are you leaving?
You taking them off.
Are you staying or are you leaving? You got the emotional aspects. You got everything that you want in a man, but you don't have the penis aspect.
It's all you.
Like there's penis is very minimum and limited. Like it's
scared.
It's not even average.
Let me talk about the D.
It's like low. It's like subpar, like really subpar.
It's a zombie penis.
Oh my goodness.
So is that a red flag for you?
Baby, what that mouth do?
So, like she said, we can semi work with it, right? Like there's ways around it. There's some DIYs, like yeah. So
it's not like the coaching aspect.
To a point,
it's not like the
right?
coaching aspects.
Because like some guys who are below average or like not really packing it all, like
or they show, or even they show game ain't good,
right? Yeah. So then you're like, all right, it's cool. Like everything else is met. All right. Like that's fine, but if you have
medium
nothing,
flex,
if you have nothing else going for you, like if we aren't there emotionally above the belt, you know, like if it's just
he made you do that 7-10 split,
then
we'll have you tell that story.
Why, like y'all think that it has to be like horse size and stuff. Either like, no one even wants that. Like
so,
no one wants.
First off, I'm not even saying horse size.
I'm
saying like satisfaction to women. Period. I'm just
you've heard my theory on this, right?
Yeah, like I don't think horse size fulfills all. I don't think short size fulfills all. Yeah. I'm saying because you have so many different sizes and ranges in regards to us men, in regards to the satisfaction that you want.
With that said, too, that you have to realize that we're different sizes there.
No, of course,
so
absolutely.
You've been in there, so you know that some
I
things
agree
are
with
like
you 100%.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like everything is.
If a man doesn't agree, then he's a problem.
Yeah, it's
that's
different for each person.
Watch this though.
Talk to me.
And for anybody that's a new listener, I've said this before. No man knows. All these men talking about, my dick hang to my ankles and all this shit. Okay, no dude even know how big his dick is because however big you think your dick is,
that's probably been somebody larger.
You don't know who's been there before you.
Exactly.
You're showing up to in the beginning. You're showing up to foreign ground. Right. So if you pop out 9 inches and they be like, "That's cool," but I had 12 before.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And what your 9 inches gonna do for me?
So you might be like, "Yeah, I got 9." They be like, "I've had 12."
Right.
You might pop up with 5 and they only had 2 before.
Right.
And they might be like, "This is the biggest dick I ever seen."
Right.
And then now your ego is here. You like, "I got that big dick." And then you go to old girl down the street and she be like, "What's that big dick you was talking about? This ain't big." "Oh, I thought it was big." "Oh, so sorry, I was kidding." She said it would be.
No, I like that theory. I think it's true because
it's very true. That's very true. I agree with that 1,000%.
Absolutely.
I think that I'm just gonna shut this story out. Hey, fellas, even if you packing, you ain't packing. So just hold it into the bedroom. Just hold it until you can
Don't
get
talk
to
about
the
your dick anyway. Just let it do.
I'm not talking about nobody's dick. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying dudes need to quit talking about their dick.
Yeah.
You say hi. What's your name? Susie.
Hold it until further notice.
That's a red flag right there.
Yeah.
That is a red flag. No, that's a real red flag. No, that's big facts. That's big facts. That's a real red flag. Like
because
no man,
if
no
all
woman.
you can talk about is your dick size, you don't have nothing else.
Done.
You're a rap.
Yeah.
And that's probably a lie anyway.
Right? You're like, "Hey, shorty, you know how I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? My name is Elwood, you know what I'm saying? I got that 13.
Right? You know,
size 13 shoe."
Some people be trying
you know they try to go into the shoe size, you know what I'm saying?
Some dude's so excited to go there, and then if you're not talking to no shallow female, then that ain't gonna do shit. They introducing, "Hi, what's your name?" "Oh, my name is Leslie." "My name is Dick Big." Whoa. What is your name? Like, let's not go all the way there.
Right. And it's one of those things where like I would never shout out. I'm gonna lie. I gotta shout out to y'all women because y'all deal with a lot. Like us guys, we do a lot. We do a lot. So I gotta give a shout out to y'all women. Y'all, we do a lot.
Get them, let them get applause.
Yeah, they do. Because we do a lot. Like we do a whole goddamn bunch. No matter what we've been through, how we've been through it, and what we've been through. Long story short, it's like, hey, are you gonna be here or not, or are we gonna get some cakes tonight? Long story short,
are you fucking or not?
Right? Are you fucking or not? You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things to where it's like, we love y'all, We can deal with y'all. We tolerate y'all. We feed into the emotions. We feed into all the love that if y'all stroking our egos, please continue to stroke our egos because we love that shit. Please do. Please, if y'all don't do anything, please stroke our egos. Thank you.
Well,
you're welcome.
Beyonce said that he has a large ego, and I think it was talking about his mentality there.
Yeah, no, it was talking about that short stroke, long stroke. Talking about that short stroke, long stroke.
A question.
Oh, talk to him.
So, I was watching The Breakfast Club the other day, and Tiana Taylor, y'all know Tiana Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, and her husband, something Shumpert, whatever.
Yeah.
Iman.
Yeah, Iman Shumpert.
Okay.
Yeah. Cleveland kind of lives. There you go.
They both were on there, and he was saying something like, a girl doesn't want a dude that doesn't have any, like, other girls trying to talk to him. And she was like, yeah,
that's true.
She agreed with that.
That's true.
And I feel like, do y'all feel like you don't want a girl that doesn't have, like if dudes are trying, yeah.
Can I, man?
We know your answer, but go for it.
Please, I have to. I almost button up on this.
I don't know his answer, really. I'm just.
No, I know his answer. Go for it.
Oh, okay, go.
So I ain't gonna lie. I love a woman that actually has the most attention in the room. Only reason is because of the simple fact that if she's under my wing, and she's getting the most attention, then I know what I got. Like, goddamn it, because only thing you can tell me is like, yo, shorty bad. That's the only thing you can tell me. I'm like, yeah, I know, and she coming home with me.
No. I'm talking about before she's yours. She's like, I'm talking to Bob, I'm talking to Jamie, I'm talking to George.
I don't give a fuck who she's talking to. We gonna figure this out.
I'm saying, is that what you're looking for? You want her to be caught up with Jamie, George, and Bob.
She can be caught up with
words,
George, Bob, Greg, Raymond. I don't give a fuck.
So watch this. Are you okay with the actual hunt? Is basically what she's saying.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And
that's what we're here for.
Listen, what I'm saying. Are you okay
the
with
competition of the hunt?
The actual hunt.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, not the hunt. Like I came here and she was single already. I came here and she was like, I'm talking to two dudes.
If she's single and she got questions and answers and she's still single, and she still got Bob, George, Jack, Jill, and went up the hill on this shit.
Hold on.
Yo, bro, if she went up the hill on this shit and she still can't figure it out, guess what? I'm still running. I'm still about to, I'm still playing Duck Goose on this. Like, we have to figure this out. If she still got everything about just coming after and she still ain't figured it out, I'm still shooting my shot. And if she don't feel my shot, then guess what? I'm still a hunter.
You know what? I recently found out, we finna wrap it up, but I recently found out I'm more territorial than I thought I was.
Yeah, I know, I'm real territorial, bro, but like, if I'm single and I'm trying to find my Jill, and she's still
want to go up the hill to get
right.
the pill.
If I want to go up the hill and she's worth going up the hill for,
and come back with the pill,
right,
and roll down the hill.
Exactly.
You don't come back with the pill, then what?
Guess what?
You don't feel like you wouldn't feel like you got played out.
By all means.
Or when you get back, she got a pill. She like, I got 2 pills. So you go.
Guess what? I'm not gonna lie, my pride is hurt. Like me and my homeboy Menace. Shout out to Menace.
You know what's up, Menace? You know what's good, baby.
That's my guy. We talked about this, and you know, it's one of those things to what we say, hey, if Shorty is that bad, real talk, and I can't bag her, then it's something that my feelings is hurt for, but that don't take me away from being a hunter.
Yeah.
My feelings is hurt, but that don't take me away from being a hunter.
So you cool on it?
Absolutely.
You got to bounce back.
I have to.
Me, if I'm like, I don't even like the same thing. Mine is the complete opposite of you. We could be at Walmart. If we getting the powdered donuts for later, and she dropped the powdered donuts, I'm a cock blocker. I'm blocking. She may not even see. She may drop the donuts and be like, whoopsie, I dropped the donuts. Let me bend over. And she got on her leggings on.
You already cuffed.
I'm standing. I ain't gonna even cuff. I'm just gonna stand in the way. I even done this. I even be pulling this shit. I'll turn around and she'll bend over. I'll turn around and see who all looking. and we lock eyes and I don't stop. I hit the... I knew you was gonna do it. What's cracking? She getting the donuts. Turn around, nigga.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? The difference between me and you, Vel, is because I'm probably applauding them niggas. I'm like, yeah, y'all looking, but
you're like, I do this.
You know what I'm saying? I already know that's me, and she about to come in this line and check out these powdered donuts, and guess what? I'm about to go home and get busy.
It's finna get dusty around here.
I'm about to dust off. In your words, I'm about to dust off them pot of donuts and get busy. In your words.
It's gonna be croissants when you do.
Yeah, we about to get busy. Yeah, we about to make that happen.
I feel you.
Me personally, I can say I did both.
Okay.
White Tide and OG Judge.
You had times you didn't want them looking?
Yeah, I mean, say if you
I like them looking.
Yeah, if you got it, like, say you got you a bad chick, you know what I'm saying, you got in public with, yeah, you want people to look, you know, because you want everybody to know what you got.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And then it can go the same way.
As hunters.
I done seen the other way around with women, you know what I'm saying? They have, like, they got that top-notch dude that they want, and they see other females looking. Yeah, some females get mad that other women are looking, but then you got some that, you know, they're like, yeah, they know what they got. They ain't, half of them say they ain't going nowhere, and the other half say, you know, they just don't like the dick.
That's because y'all ain't walking down the street wearing Speedos and stuff. Like, there's nothing to see. You're wearing a nice suit, so it's like, dang, like, you look nice. That's what we're saying when we see you.
Yeah.
He dresses
we're
well.
not like, we're getting objectified or whatever you want to call it, but it's just like, y'all, we're probably exposed. That's why they're looking that way. That's why you said when they're bending over to get the donut.
You gotta
know
block
what I'm saying?
it.
So
You gotta block it.
I guess, but
This is a case that will never be solved. But as we always do at the Pimpcast, the Velvet Vibes, we do like Menace say, let's talk about it. Shout out to Menace. We got to talk about it at least. And, you know, we can talk about this shit about 3 or 4 more hours. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up and drop the motherfucking shout outs. I'm going to do it like this. OG Velvet Juggernaut in this thing. You know how we do it. I got shout outs for, I got to do shout outs for my family here. The good old Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. My offspring, Mr. Exodus. What's good, young feller? In this good old summertime that you're out of school and they're playing the PS4. Hope you're doing your homework. Anyway, you still got homework. Anyway, shout outs to the good old, Deathmatic podcast. If you want to check me out over there talking music and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we networking, we making shit crack. Shout out to the Cookie Lady, the New York Minutes, the Golden Nuts, the whole state of Mississippi. That's 662, that's 601, that 228. I'm gonna do a shout out that I know that's coming around the building already. That Houston, cause we got love for Houston. We got love for Dallas. We got love for the whole good old Texas. I don't care if you're eating collard greens. I don't care if you're eating fajitas. Go ahead and get yourself a salute. I ain't killing no shout outs. I want them to still come around. If you wanna hit me, you can hit me at the 100% velvet at gmail.com, and the whole state of Alabama, and the whole state of Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. You know what's good, and we're going to be taking up offering. You can hit me at PayPal at 100% velvet at gmail.com. We'll be taking up the tithes and offering over there. Go ahead and pass it right here to the Scorpion King. I'll just go right on around.
First of all, I ain't gonna Velvet over there doing his thing, Scorpio over here laughing, and we all looking at fucking Velvet like, what the fuck is you really talking about right now?
That got me drunk.
You'll be alright. Yeah. Work it out.
Thank you at Pine Grove back home.
Somebody give him some water. He thirsty. Somebody give him some water. He thirsty.
Who got a shout out? You got a shout out?
Yeah, give a shout out to my offspring, Layla Miller, which is coming back to Texas real soon. She'll be here next month. Shout out to the state of Mississippi, 662, stand up, Golden Nuts. My team, my family right here, the Velvet Vibe Pimpcast. I gotta keep it real, gotta keep it 1,000. Wow.
Ow.
And for everyone that's out here listening. Watching us on live. Everything. We appreciate everything y'all do.
Yeah,
definitely. Them fans.
You can reach me at MagicMike3205 at gmail.com. I'm gonna pass it on around.
we're gonna let the guests close it out. So we're gonna go right on round. S.A. Wild Child, what you got for us?
Well, you knew that.
Yeah. Hey, give them some.
Sick of both of y'all.
Give them some exhale.
They own one tonight.
Hey, the listeners been waiting to exhale, so go on to exhale on them.
Well, you know about the Excel. You know what I'm saying? I love any and each and every one of y'all that's gonna listen to this shit. We fucking love y'all, and we appreciate any and every body that is a participant in our live and everything that we do. We appreciate it.
Follow,
like, love, share. If you can't, if you like, if you heard, you might want to have somebody listen to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Do all that. Offspring. I only got one. So
wear your rubber ducks.
Oh, wow.
Keep your condoms tight.
Well, first of all,
I did dream about a fish. So,
fuck that. Well,
you know,
I guess that means somebody been fishing, because goddamn it, I ain't no. Even though I'm a fisherman, I ain't no fisherman.
I hope you're not out there giving that Moby Dick.
Hey, I'm just out here strong side and left side, people. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
We still don't know what that means, but go ahead.
That's okay. If you don't know what it means,
if you don't know now, you know.
Watch Remember the Titans. If you don't know what it means, watch Remember the Titans.
We gonna have those tonight.
Left side. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what it means, watch Remember the Titans. There you go. So but I ain't gonna lie. First of all, let's give a shout out to the crew.
You know,
crew right now.
This thing big.
Shout out to the special guest, D. You know what I'm saying, doing her thing.
They're quick.
You know what I'm saying? She came through with the efficiency for the women.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We want that love. Offspring always gives the love. Cookie Lady always gives love, bro. He's on fire! Cookie Lady be wildin', bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
Cookie Lady be wildin',
oh my
bro.
God, dude, she the one be throwing them out there.
Yeah, Q&A for her. We gotta have some Q&A for her. I don't think I got anything else, bro. Like,
drop that email, baby.
I love any and each and every one of y'all. Like, this
Can you
is
blow
real
them a
love.
kiss on the right phone?
Fuck you.
Blow them a kiss.
Fuck you.
You little fans.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Sir.
No, but the fans, though, they get all the kiss.
But fuck me.
But fuck you.
We turning off early today.
You ain't shit.
Put all your offering in my email.
Hey, Velvet emails ain't shit.com. Ain't shit100.com.
Don't go to that. And you can always catch the Wild Child at moistbooty.com. It's just a different website.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take them like Niagara Falls. But anyway, my email actually is sawildchild@gmail.com. That's sawildchild@gmail.com. We love y'all. We appreciate the love and the listen and continue to tune in.
Hey. And the good old Linopoly coming around this thing, dropping the shout outs the proper way. Getting a bum before she even opens her mouth. What else?
I'm gonna just get straight to the point. Like,
You gotta excuse me. I've been on a rock star tonight.
What else? I'm full of action.
we appreciate all y'all that listen, that participate in the group. That's Velvet Vibes Podcast on Facebook.
For real.
We appreciate y'all, the comments, the posts, everything that y'all do.
Muscle.
They be wild on the comments.
It's crazy. If you're not in there, join.
Get in there.
Yeah, get in there.
Get in there. Don't know what you missed.
Get in there.
Yeah. But
Don't get me started.
besides that, the whole state of Texas, my family here, I'm born and raised, and family in Houston, DFW, and San Antonio. That's about it. My email is linopoly.com@gmail.com. That's LYNEOPOLY.com@gmail.com.
What else?
You put a .com in there?
Yeah, because that's official.
You're important. You're important. This motherfucker.
You thought she was a mix.
Right? I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
She first told me that. I said, you must mean, and she said, no, that's what it is.
That's it.
So she said it properly, passing around to the guests. That D gonna drop it right for us. Shout outs and any way to comment, contact you on anything you got going on.
Shout out to the Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. It's been an honor to sit here and talk about, some topics that people don't talk about. So been a nice way to spend my evening. Shout out to my family in Minnesota, California.
It gets cold like Minnesota.
It sure does.
And it get hot like California.
Great. Shout out to the great state of Texas, my ball squad. That's really it. Y'all can hit me up on Twitter at schoolgirld_D.
Oh, and with that being said, I think we talked a lot of shit up in this motherfucker. We can say it one more time. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Yeah.